Um, hey, my name is Kevin. Um, I've posted to this channel before, but I've only posted about school stuff. Um, and this is my second take. But to start over, you know, I'm creating this channel more for myself. It's kind of a weird, awkward intro. I don't know how to start anything. But I'm creating this channel for myself, and um, you know, about my journey with Christ. And I hope to make a video a day because um, I've tried so many things, tried everything my way. I do things for myself all the time, and I don't, and I think I want to do something with the technology, with the devices that I have, to get closer to Christ. So, and I'm in, I forgot what verse. It was go to a secluded and quiet place to talk with Christ, and that kind of gave me the inspiration to go into this kind of wooded area. That's for me, it's quiet. There's not a lot of people, especially around this time. It's just December. But this channel isn't about me, about my life. But I will give testimonies on myself and my sins and all that. You know, open up about them. Not outing anyone or anything, but you know, I feel it is important to discuss those things. But basically, what I want to do is every day just have a verse, that I read from, and just kind of say what it means to me. I've always, in my life, I've always had Christ around me through going to church and stuff, but I never understood, I never gave that dedication to Christ. I've never had that moment of supplication and wanting to connect with Jesus. Until fairly recently, within the past year and a half. And, I guess a testimony, it's very vague, but it kind of encompasses what I'll discuss. But the testimony for today, no particular thing, is that I mainly made this channel because I struggle with a major sin of lust. I struggle so much with it all the time, and this sin has caused so much pain in my life. It caused so much distress to people because I've pushed so many people away because of this sin, and I've done horrible things to people because of this sin. And I'll go more into that as I go on. But I realized through getting closer with Christ that that's not okay. And there's no way to justify the things I've done, the people that I've hurt. And I'm tired of it. And I know I'll never be perfect. But I want to get away from sin. And my body's so compelled to sin because I've struggled with lust. I struggle with every sin, but I've struggled with lust in particular for so long that it's almost become a routine to me. There's so many triggers, there's so many things that compel me to it. And I've had small successes, but yeah, I've sinned so much with this sin. and I really want to go closer to Christ. And if there's anyone that sees this video, this channel isn't particularly for viewership or to connect or reach out. I'm just trying to do it to make time with Christ and to open up to myself. But if there's anyone that does see this video and knows a lot, you know, text in the comments, I guess, and say anything. But I don't expect anything. But I really want to go closer to Christ. I want to hear him, you know, and I see what he does for people, and I've seen what he does in my life, you know, and I don't want to keep hurting the most important person in my life, Jesus Christ, the most important being in my life, because I want to keep sinning, you know. I don't want to keep sinning. So the verse I have for today and how it relates to me, and I always try to keep these videos short, but this is my first video, so I'll get better at it. First verse I have for today is Psalms chapter 34, verse 9, which reads, and correct me if I'm wrong, "Oh, fear the Lord, for the Lord does not want those who fear him." And the way it relates to me and how I interpret it is, when I was younger, you know, particularly with lust, I always feared committing, you know, let's say sexual immorality, things I shouldn't be doing, I guess, because I thought God was gonna punish me because of it. And it wasn't until recently I realized that God has never gone out of his way to punish me. It's just that each time I sin, the sin only leads to bad things, because that's all that sin reaps. God doesn't go out of his way to hurt me. If anything, God has always supported me, always helped me in many situations, in situations where I should be fired or in trouble, or God has always helped me. So the way I interpret fear and how I've heard it through some Bible studies is, I don't fear what consequence comes to me. I fear because I don't want to hurt Jesus Christ through my sins, you know, because the way I've interpreted it is that each time I sin, it's completely going against Christ. It's completely pushing him away. And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to reject Christ by embracing sin. So as I move forward with this channel, hopefully videos get shorter, but I hope that you know, a year from now or something, I'm way better, and I won't go into depth of myself too much, because I don't want it to be about myself, just my journey with Christ. But I will give testimonies as to that. See tomorrow what I post. And yeah, so I guess bye to myself.